Hold on, I want to talk about something. I guess I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use this guy to tell you something real serious. Ba la la la. When you have issues in your life and you're a man, you don't feel like you're worth having a relationship with anybody. You don't feel like you're valuable enough. And you're made to feel this way. I heart that shit. I can't heart that shit. You're made to feel this way. You're made to feel this way by society, by the culture of women that are just judging men on what they can be for them. And you shouldn't let yourself feel bad. If you get in a place and you're still okay, like mentally, and you push through whatever the problems that you have are, and can still, you know, feel dignity in yourself, don't feel like you're not good enough. You may not be able to find someone that you can share your life with. You may have to continue solo. My observation is that the women that I know, at least the ones that I'm interested in, unless there's something they can get out of the man, and the bare minimum is that you have to drive. Now, this doesn't surprise me. It doesn't even shock me at all. It really don't. What shocks me is that a woman who would be happy staying home with a man that could go to work, that would have a car and like to stay home, wouldn't also like to take her man to work and then get his ass from a job that he would go and work at. That's like too much. You have to already be in a relationship with somebody to come to that conclusion. Almost the trust factor on people. People are really the people that get in relationships that don't know each other really, other than just the basic habits of somebody. Their soul, get the fuck out of here. Most of them don't get to the level of that. It takes a long time, of being with somebody, seeing how they react to things, seeing how they're affected by different situations before you can tackle someone's really deep core beliefs. And if you want someone because your deep core beliefs believe in this unity of men and women, that there exists some sort of wholeness that is found in the baseline of what the natural relationship between men and women is. I understand that because I feel that. That's why all this woke nonsense to me seems so destructive and against the grain of everything that we have learned from our own biology and our own sociology. You know, and what do we find? We find this week that they've been using U.S. aid to push these programs into other areas, other countries, you know, and it's just so ridiculous. Trans um, theater in Colombia, you got some sort of plays going on in Ireland that are trans. So many things that are outside, you know, usefulness, real helpfulness to people. People need to eat. People need to have jobs. The social engineering, it's so bad. You have less than 3% of the population of the United States is under the grip of everything trans. Everyone's emotions and behavior is being modified by the topic, whether or not it directly affects you, or if you're a pride waving flag militant. All the maggots gotta die. This is what somebody on Facebook puts up. Somebody that works for Blizzard. The people that make Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to stay DEI focused. It's importantly woven into their everything. And people that can't harmonize with their own biology for whatever reason live very unhappy lives. They're very unhappy people. And just because you have someone to support you that's just as lost in their own knowledge of the self, their own self, being authentic, I don't believe most of these people aren't just being affected by peer pressure. It's not such the shocking thing to do, so they do it. They feel like they're a member of a team and a family in a way that no one else can really compare with. You can't. How do you compare to that? I mean, you don't. You can't. Not in the way that a parent can't do that with their child when they send their child off to school, or their child goes to college and becomes indoctrinated. They don't have the way to reinforce the proper attitude and sentiment about your own body and stuff like that. Like, I have nothing that I could be proud of. I don't have any possessions. The relationships I have are stripped bare, but I know myself, and I'm not in a bad state today about it. It breaks my heart, and it's troubling not to have the camaraderie of a partner, and then have to deal with any time that I am interested in anyone, all the hurdles that you go through that keep you alone, which is not fun. It's not fun. There's no physical reason of anything wrong with me that would keep me from being able to have a relationship with somebody. But no one's going to be interested because I don't have any of the stuff. So, one person I talk to, and I don't have any illusion of trying to lure them as a partner, but your self worth is important to have independently of all that shit. It is. It's important. And if you don't have it, you're not going to be okay. A lot of times it will get outside of your control because if you're alone and you know yourself, you want to be in that relationship and have that opportunity for sacred union, even in day to day shit. And a lot of people, especially women, I think, um, aren't considering that at all. And they're still struggling against the old paradigm of relationships, thinking that some man's going to trap them and treat them like a possession. Some of them like that, they're into that, a lot of them. actually, most even. But if you want to really discover the world and yourself and what the fuck is going on, you take a different approach. You do. But you have to dismiss your own um, things from the accounting process. The things you have don't make you any more valuable than you will be. If it's those things, if it's your car and your vehicle, that just goes to tell you you're not going to have a genuine partner. You're going to have someone that wants things from you, and you may want things from them, and that's okay. But the reality of what it is, don't don't fool yourself. There are people who generally want to connect and know what it means to connect. And there's a lot of people that have no idea. I thought it would be worth saying because I know it's something that we don't often think about, and I just want to put it in your head. So have a nice day, you sons of bitches.